All right, good day, folks. It's DuaneBlue, Coach Blue for you, coming back to you with today's topic. Today was an interesting one I picked out with my son today. He came by and we were just talking for a while. He does my editing for my videos. I'm not that technologically proficient, so he helps me with that type of stuff. But anyway, I asked him about any topics or things of discussion he had on mind or he would like to hear about. And he said, how about talk about saving money? I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do that. So today's topic is how to save money. I'm going to touch on a few brief points and talking points about how to save money, and hopefully these few points will help you and give you some guidance on ideas on what you can do to save money. So the first thing we're going to talk about is set up a savings account. Savings account. So you can do them online pretty easily, no fees sometimes, as little as $25, $50. You go to your local bank, wherever you do your finances at, and set up a savings account. Most likely, you probably have a checking account already, and that's where you debit all your money from when you go to the store shopping, pay your bills and whatnot. But set up a savings account separate. And in that savings account, the whole idea is to save. You're going to put X amount of dollars a month in that account. So what we're going to do, we're going to say, let's do this. Let's say start small. So we're going to start small. And what that means is you're going to pick a amount of money that's reasonable and that you don't feel threatened by, maybe $10 per every pay period or every week, or $20 or $50, $100, whatever feels comfortable to you. I want you to pick that number. That's what you're going to start putting in your savings on a whatever your pay schedule basis is, be it weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever your pay schedule is. I want you to put that amount of money in your savings account. Once you put it in your savings account, you can't touch it. Leave it alone. And most savings accounts, when you set them up, have some stipulations behind them. You can only do so many transactions out of them, and within a month's time before they take away the classification of savings away and make it a checking account, or they just take it away and make you open up a different account because you're truly not saving. Um, so anyway, you're going to save that amount of money, and you're going to start small and do that from month to month to month, or from pay period to pay period to pay period. The next thing I want you to do once you do that is I want you to be consistent. Oop, I left out a few letters there. Let's squeeze them in there. Be consistent. Consistent. That's the most important thing. Whether it's $1, $100, or $1,000, the whole idea is every time you get paid, you put that money in the account. Every time, without fail. Regardless of what your bills look like, what your situation may be, take that money and put it away into that account. Be consistent. That's going to be your key to having a savings, to making it successful, being successful in saving money. That is one of the main principles that are going to make you successful in saving money. So be consistent. Next, I want you to go watch a video that I've done previously called Wants versus Needs. Wants versus needs. Wants versus needs. And that video will help identify what a want is versus a need. And a lot of times when we convince ourselves of needs versus a want, the money that we should be saving ends up fulfilling that gap or that want that we have instead of being a need. So once you clearly define what your needs are and what your wants are in support of your needs after that baseline is met, that money won't be spent on those things because they're covering that money should be extra money that would technically go towards a want, but you're going to put it in your savings account. You're going to save it. And that's going to be the big deal of making sure you know the difference so you can save that money by being consistent and knowing the difference between wants versus needs. So watch that video, check it out, and leave your comments in the bottom on that. Next topic or item we're going to talk about is also establish a budget. Establish a budget. Establish a monthly budget. And a budget is basically it's your expenses, which are all your bills, everything that you pay out or you owe money to on a monthly basis: rent, mortgage, car payment, electric, water, gas, garbage, cable, whatever your expenses are on a monthly basis, it's that amount versus your income. So you're going to have how much money you make a month versus how much money you send out a month or you pay out a month. And you need to know what that is. And you need to go all the way down. And most people hate this, hate doing a budget. But it's very enlightening, and it allows you to have control instead of kind of working haphazardly through your life as far as your finances are concerned. The budget will be from everything that you spend money on. So take your time. There may be things you forgot about, you'll add them to it. There may be some things that are happen every month, but there may be some things that happen every 3 months or every 6 months that have a more lengthier cycle of when you pay on them. But you still need to account for them in your budget. And you're gonna look at how much money you have coming in and how much money you have going out. And then what you want to do is you don't want to have the money coming in down here and the money going out up here, because that means debt. That means you're in the negative. You don't have enough money to cover your debt. You really want it to be here is even, where you have enough money coming in to cover the money going out, but that's really not a great situation to be in because that's living paycheck to paycheck. You want to be in a situation where your income's here and your expenses are here, so that you have a gap in between here, of which would be your buffer, and based off over time, that will be your savings. It will create that buffer, and over time, that buffer will grow. It'll get wider. It'll have more disparity between it, so that there's more cushion per se between your income and between your expenses. And at that point, you're not living. It's called living below your means. One of my philosophies, my dad he lived by. He was very good about not living above his means and living way below his means. But that's where we want to get to. So we're going to strive to get to that point. One more thing, actually two more things we'll touch on briefly is investing. You can also invest your money as a way to help get better gains off your savings. I'd encourage you to read about that. Pick what you think you're comfortable with: IRAs, 401ks with your employer, your own stocks and bonds, CDs, other different types of savings accounts or accounts that you may be able to use, or benefit market management accounts. Maybe invest in a financial planner. There are a variety of things or financial vehicles that you can use that may be able to assist you. And there's so many things that are online now, especially that are different apps that are geared toward helping you save, that you may want to look into or invest. And that'll help increase that savings cushion for you over time as well. But look into those things on your own time. Talk with family and friends, but do your own research. Find out about those things as well. And the last part I want to talk about is kind of a technique. I'm going to call it a promotion technique. And my writing is terrible. Technique. Promotion technique. Promotion technique. All right. What the promotion technique is, say that you're making $11 an hour, and you get promoted, and you're making $11.75 an hour. So what you're going to do at the end of your pay period, that difference of what $11 an hour is on your paycheck versus what $11.75 an hour is on your paycheck, you're going to take that difference, and let's make up a number for say it's $125. I'm just making it based off a payroll. Let's even go a little bit lower. Let's say it's $50. You're going to take that $50, the difference between $11 an hour and $11.75 an hour, and you're going to take that $50 when you get paid, and that's going to go into your savings account. You're not going to touch it, no thought behind it, straight to savings. The reason why is you're already living off $11 a month. That's what you're budgeted. That's where your finances are. That's where you're maintaining your lifestyle. So that little bit extra money you got, you're not going to go spend it. Put it in your savings. You haven't missed it. You weren't using it. You weren't allocated to spend it prior to the promotion. So right now, you don't need it. Put it away. Put it away. That's going to be one of the quickest ways to gain a real consistent and increase in your savings, by taking every time you get promoted or you get to an opportunity where you make more money, you take that gap money between what you were getting paid before and what you're getting paid now, and you save that. You put it away, and you consistently do that. For those of you who get big gains in promotions, where you may jump from $11 an hour to $15 an hour, you're making $35,000 a year, now you jump to 50, or whatever that situation is, that gap money is what you take and put away. You may at times need to take a little bit of that gap money and increase your lifestyle just slightly, just to make sure you're not struggling, have a little bit of a cushion. But it's very important to take the bulk of it, like 80% to 90% of it, and put it away in savings. So those are the quick key points for today. We'll touch on them again. Where we talked about having a savings account. We talked about starting small, the small bits of money and investing, and putting it away for saving. We talked about being consistent, making sure you do it every pay schedule that you have. We talked about watch the video wants versus needs, so you know the difference between the two. Establish a monthly budget, invest money or look into investment options, and then the promotion technique. As you get promoted throughout life, the gap money that you make in each promotion, you take that and make that your savings vehicle to fuel your savings vehicle. So hopefully these help. Good talking with you guys one more time. Please hit subscribe. Tell your family and friends about me. And please hit the like button. Look forward to talking to you very soon on our next video. And other than that, family and friends, seek understanding. Peace.